Earlier today, we responded to Palisades Tahoe for the report of an avalanche. As we arrived on scene, our Tahoe Nordic search and rescue team responded also, but at that point in time, Palisades had a large amount of rescue individuals up on the mountain. At this point in time, from the sheriff's office, we are able to confirm that one male has passed away as a result of the avalanche. We are not releasing any other information about that individual at this time, so that our coroner's office can conclude their investigation and make all proper notifications. There was also another individual that sustained minor non-life-threatening injuries as a result of the avalanche. At this point in time, all search efforts have concluded, and we have come to the conclusion, which I'll let Palisades and Olympic Valley talk to more, that there is nobody else up on the mountain as a result of the avalanche. At that time, I will pass it over to, or at this time, I'll pass it over to Chief Chism from Olympic Valley.
Good afternoon. My name is Brad Chism. I serve as the fire chief here in Olympic Valley. I'll just give you a brief recap of the involvement that the emergency services had. At about 10 o'clock this morning, we responded to a report of a lower leg injury at the Palisades Tahoe Medical Clinic. Shortly thereafter, my office started getting word of a potential avalanche at Palisades Tahoe. I responded up here and started an incident with our dispatch and began pooling resources in anticipation of maybe a worst case scenario. Reached out to our allied agencies, primarily North Tahoe Fire and Truckee Fire, and they sent some grand ambulances right away. When I got up here, I was able to get through to Palisades Ski Patrol. Obviously they were very busy, but they were able to give me an update. At that time, they just mentioned the two subjects that were previously mentioned. Excuse me, it didn't expand much beyond that. Following that, we entered into a unified command with myself and Placer County Sheriff and Palisades Tahoe, and began the command portion of the incident. As mentioned, the majority of the incident happened up on the hill and was managed by Palisades Tahoe, and emergency services just did the overhead portion of it. With that, I will send it back here, and he can introduce the Palisades members.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dee Byrne, President and COO of the resort. This is a very sad day for my team and everyone here. This is a dynamic situation. We're still undergoing an investigation. We have a lot to learn yet, and we'll be working with our agencies, our partners, and providing that information, those updates as we learn more. So I appreciate your patience as we work through this. Appreciate the support that you provide to our community, to one another, and we're going to be continuing to do that as well. You know, the first thing that we do in a circumstance like this is really take care of our people. And so our guests and certainly our team members, our employees, and also our community. So that's first and foremost on my mind. Our hearts are out in condolences to the victim, to victim's family, and certainly to everybody else involved in the incident. So that's all I have to share at this time. Again, we'll be sharing more as we learn and confirm the facts. Thank you.
At this time, we'll open it up for a few questions.
For the person who was killed in the avalanche, was that person an employee here at the resort or a guest?
How you doing? Good afternoon. Michael Gross. I'm the Vice President of Mountain Operations. The person was a guest.
Person was a guest.
Correct.
Do you know if they were someone who was local or someone visiting from outside the area?
They were outside the area.
As for the person who was injured, were they also a guest or a staff member?
They were a guest as well, outside the area.
I know that.
Is there anything you can tell us specifically about KT-22? I know we heard that it might have just opened today, but specifically, have there been avalanche mitigation efforts in that location?
So KT-22 opened today for the first day of the season. We've had Ski Patrol up there doing avalanche control assessment since Sunday. So for the past few days, they've been up there doing control work, evaluating weather conditions, setting up all the safety markings, hazard markings, et cetera, to get it prepared for today's opening.
Is that typical to open it on a day when we're seeing such heavy storm moving through?
Absolutely. We'll evaluate the conditions, and based on our expertise and our experience and the history, if we deem conditions safe, then we will open the terrain.
And what does avalanche mitigation look like? I know you kind of touched on it already. But.
It's a variety of stuff. It starts with forecasting, looking at weather data. We've got decades worth of weather data that we're always resourcing or referencing. It's looking at current forecasts, it's looking at all different models, it's looking at wind speed, snowpack, density, wind direction. There's a variety of things that go into play. And the people that are doing the work are truly experts in their field. Most of them have been working at it for 10 to 20 years, some of them upwards of 50 years, just doing forecasting.
At what point today was KT-22 deemed safe for skiers?
We opened the lift at 9 o'clock this morning.
Hey, Michael, how deep are people buried? How was that?
You know, I'm not sure of the actual depth.
Okay. And was anyone wearing beacons, do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you.
Was there anyone else who was caught in the avalanche but wasn't injured, but someone who had been impacted?
There were 2 other people that were caught in the slide, and they were both, one of them was, I think, extracted by her partner, and the other one was assisted by some other guests.
Can you clarify how many people in total were injured again?
There were 2 people that were caught and 2 people that were buried.
And of those 2 people buried, one did not.
That is correct. At this time, that concludes our press conference. Once again, as stated, our thoughts and condolences go out to the families affected by this avalanche. Please stay tuned to our social media sites, both with Palisades, Olympic Valley, and Placer County Sheriff's Office for further updates as the investigation continues. Thank you.
Will the resort be open again tomorrow?
Once again, as stated, our thoughts and condolences go out to the families affected by this avalanche. Please stay tuned to our social media sites, both with Palisades, Olympic Valley, and Placer County Sheriff's Office for further updates as the investigation continues. Thank you.
Will the resort be open again tomorrow?
Once again, as stated, our thoughts and condolences go out to the families affected by this avalanche. Please stay tuned to our social media sites, both with Palisades, Olympic Valley, and Placer County Sheriff's Office for further updates as the investigation continues. Thank you.